So good morning class, how was your day? So before we start our class for today, let us all pray.
Angel of God, Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Okay class, before we proceed to our discussion for today, let me check your attendance first. Okay, I think no one is absent for today. Good job. Okay, I think some of you are really still sleepy, so stand up and we will have our warm-up exercise. So I hope since we are done to our dance exercise for this morning, I hope I can get your attention as we start our class for today. So, let me ask you class, what is our previous lesson and what did you learn to our previous lesson? Okay, Miss Gonzaga. Okay, very good. It is all about germs. So, okay, class, let us proceed to our discussion. So, before we proceed to our discussion, let me read the objective first. So, the objective is the students will able to first define the term mass and describe the property of mass. Second, define the term weight and describe the factors that affect weight. And third, calculate the weight of an object on Earth and on the moon prerequisite. So, okay, class, our lesson for today is all about mass and weight. Okay, class, now we will have an activity. So, you guys will be grouped into three, and each group will discuss about what is the difference between mass and weight, and give at least three examples of anything that has a weight or that has a mass. So now let us proceed to our lesson for today. So first, let me define um, what is mass. So mass is a measurement of how much matter in an object. Also, mass is a combination of the total number of atoms, the density of the atoms, and the type of atoms in an object. So how to measure mass? Mass is usually measured in kilogram, which is abbreviated in kg. In physics, there are different ways of determining the quantity of mass. First is the inertial mass and the gravitational mass. So the inertial mass is determined by how much object resists acceleration. For example, if you push two objects under the same condition and with the same amount of force, the object with the lower mass will accelerate faster, while the gravitational mass is a measurement of how much gravity an object exerts on other objects. It can also be the measurement of how much gravity an object experiences from another object. So what is the difference between mass and weight? Weight is different from mass. Why? Weight is measure of the force of gravity of an object. The mass of the object will never change, but the weight of an item can change based on its location. For example, you may weigh 100 pounds on Earth, but in outer space you would be weightless. However, you will always have the same mass on Earth as you have in outer space. Measuring weight. We usually measure weight in pounds, but in physics, you are describing weight as a force. It is generally measured in newtons, which is abbreviated as N. So how do we convert mass into weight? Since gravity is fairly consistent on Earth, weight will be consistent as well. This allows us to use formula to convert weight into mass or mass into weight. The formula is force equals mass, acceleration, or F equals ma. Is mass the same as size? No. Mass is different than size or volume. This is because the type of atoms or molecules as well as their density helps to determine the mass. For example, a balloon filled with helium will have much less mass than a similar size item made of solid gold. So I have some interesting facts about mass and weight. So the first is the word mass comes from the Greek word massa, meaning lump or dough. The second interesting facts about mass and weight is if you weigh 100 pounds on Earth, you would weigh 37.7 pounds on Mars and 236.4 pounds on Jupiter. And the last interesting facts about mass and weight is according to Greek philosopher Plato, he said that the weight was the natural tendency of objects to seek their kin. So, okay, class, do you understand the lesson? Okay, very good. So, if you understand the lesson, I will give you the assessment that you would answer and pass to me after 10 minutes. Okay, class, for your assignment, that would be submitted to me tomorrow. Please get or please prepare a one whole sheet of paper and write the differences between mass and weight. Good. So that's all for today, class. Goodbye, everyone.